Yes.
Court is back in session in cause number 322-728. Case is styled the state of Texas versus Tarek O. Green. Mr. Green, is that your full name?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Green, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Green, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Mr. Green, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Green?
Doing good.
That's good. Mr. Green, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Joel Vasquez. Attorney Vasquez, do you waive a record in Mr. Green's case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Green, I have before me a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. This motion was filed on April 5th of 2022. This motion alleges that on May 25th of 2021, that you were tried in County Court at Law Number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas for the offense of interference with duties. And the evidence was found to be sufficient beyond a reasonable doubt to support a finding of guilt for the offense of interference with public duties. However, the court deferred adjudicating your guilt and placed you on unadjudicated probation for a period of 12 months. The state in this motion alleges 3 allegations. The first allegation alleges that you failed to report to the Jefferson County Probation Office as ordered by the court on January 10 of 2022 and the months of February and March of 2022 as directed in violation of condition 4 of your probation order. Is that true or not true?
True.
And allegation number 2 alleges that you, Tarek O. Green, failed to pay court assessed fees as ordered by the court. And as of April 1st of 2022, you were $1,477 in arrears in violation of condition 8 of your probation order. Is that true or not true?
True.
And allegation number 3 alleges that you, Tarek O. Green, failed to perform community service hours required as ordered by the court in violation of condition 14 of your probation order. Is that true or not true?
True.
Now, Mr. Green, are you pleading true to allegations 1, 2, and 3 freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you pleading true because they are true?
Yes.
Mr. Green, I also have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments. On page 1 of this document, there's one box that's checked. This box that's checked is next to 4 letters MTRP, which means motion to revoke probation. On page 2 of this same document, there's a signature TG on a line next to a box that's checked MTRP, which means motion to revoke probation. True to allegations 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Green, did you place your initials on this line?
Yes.
On the next page of the same document, Mr. Green, there's a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Mr. Green, did you sign this document?
Yes.
And on the next page of the same document, Mr. Green, there's a signature above the line that is, and the next, well, not the next page of this document, but the next document, which is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, there is a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Mr. Green, did you also sign this document?
Yes.
At the top of this same document, Mr. Green, there are 2 boxes that's checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargaining case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And Mr. Green, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes.
Mr. Green, before you signed and initialed these documents, did your attorney, Mr. Vasquez, go over these documents with you?
Yes.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer State's Exhibit number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
No
Mr.
objection.
Vasquez.
Your Honor.
Okay, no objection. State's Exhibit number 1 is admitted. Mr. Vasquez, you've advised and counseled Mr. Green. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Green, your attorney, Mr. Vasquez, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes.
Mr. Green, I will accept your plea of true to allegations 1, 2, and 3. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to revoke your unadjudicated probation, and your unadjudicated probation is hereby revoked. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor. It's 30 days.
Mr. Green, the state is offering that you serve 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. You will be given credit for any time that you are entitled to get by law. The court cost in this case, Mr. Green, is $57. Mr. Green, you talking to your attorney?
No, I was asking what you just said just a minute ago.
Okay, I'll repeat what I just said. Okay, Mr. Green. The state is offering that you serve 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. You will be given credit for any time that you are entitled to get by law in this case. The court cost in this case is $57. Will you be able to pay the $57?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Green, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes.
Mr. Green, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Green, this will conclude your case. You can knock on the door, follow the bailiff, and you have a blessed day.
You too.
Thank you.
Okay.
And, Mr. Wilkerson,
Yes, Your Honor.
okay, Mr. Porter, do y'all have do y'all have a Connie Tatman up there?
Yes.
We'll go ahead on and bring Connie Tatman in. We'll find out.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Ms. Chapman.
This is cause number 332172. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Connie Tatman or Connie K. Tatman. Ms. Tatman, is that your full name?
Yeah.
Okay, how are you doing, Ms. Tatman?
All right.
That's good, Ms. Tatman. You're here represented by your attorney, Mr. William Wilkerson. Mr. Wilkerson, how are you doing?
I'm well, Judge.
Now, Mr. Wilkerson, what is your announcement in Ms. Tatman's case?
Well, Your Honor, Ms. Tapman just recently resolved her felony case and was sentenced to 8 years TDC. I have not received an offer from the state on this case. However, that case was the same was the same offense date and time as this case. They both sprang from the same course of action. And so I'd respectfully request in consideration of that 8-year sentence that this case be dismissed, Judge.
Well, you have to negotiate that with the state, not the court.
Sure, I understand that, Judge, but like I said, I haven't received anything from the state, not even sure which attorney is handling the case. So,
Okay, well, you have to contact the district attorney's office, and I'm sure they can provide you with that information. I'm sure they can give you access to discovery or whatever.
I have discovery, Judge.
Okay, well, we'll just give you some time. Maybe you can set an appointment up with one of the prosecutors, whoever the prosecutor is, and I'm sure they'll be happy to discuss this case with you. Okay?
That'll be just fine, Judge, if they can't make an announcement on that today. I'm sure
Okay.
Ms. Tapman will enjoy the air conditioning a little while longer. So,
Okay, so what I'll do is we'll reset this case, give you an opportunity to talk to the prosecutors. Okay, so Ms. Tapman, just please knock on the door and follow the
All right,
bill.
God bless you.
God bless you as well. All right, and you'll be now, Mr. Wilkerson, I don't know if you want to try to talk to him today or if you want to talk to him in the future.
I will
Mr.
do so.